Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Sam the SLB, and alongside me today is, as always, Man in Black, the third man himself, Ethan. We are coming to you from above the ring, Bedlam Media's premier wrestling podcast, coming to you talking about all things wrestling, AEW worldwide. Wow, I probably should have kept the intro, but guys, it don't matter. Guess what? Big weekend. We got King, Queen of the Ring. We have Double or Nothing, and it's our inaugural weekend. I'd say it's like the Daytona 500 of Bedlam Media.
The
It's
official.
our Bedlam Media, our kickoff of the Bedlam Media Championship, which we still haven't crowned a winner from last year's. This is like great storytelling in itself.
Somebody's going to finish their story. Well, me and Scott, we were supposed to have the tiebreaker backlash. That was technically the tiebreaker for the official season. Nope. We tied on backlash.
We're going to have to figure this one out. This one's going to be a fun one.
Yep.
I'm going to take this off air. I have an idea. Guys, before we begin, please make sure you like, share, subscribe, tell everyone about Bedlam Media and Above the Ring. Let's kick it right off with King and Queen of the Ring 2024. We're going back for that Saudi blood money, folks. Heading over to Saudi Arabia on
Blood
Saturday.
Money 11.
Saudi blood money 11. That's what we're gonna call him from now on.
I gotta give credit to Saul Monster. He started making those names, so I can't full take credit. But Saul Monster was the one who made those names, so props to him.
Credit to him, but it's another pay-per-view at the big Superdome over there in Jeddah. 5 matches compared to the monster of a show we have to talk about after this. Let's get right into it, because this is the first time I think. Well, let me ask you, because it's been a while. When was the last time that King of the Ring was a pay-per-view?
2002.
So you're looking at 22 years. This is the first King of the Ring pay-per-view in 22
years. Okay, well, technically 2015 they did. It was weird. So 2015, it was weird because like they did the quarterfinals on Raw, and then they did like a network special of like the semi. That's what where way Bear wanted. But like if you're talking like full on like pay-per-view wise, like 02, I guess you could technically count 2015, but that was more like a network special.
Yeah, no, we're talking about full on. I don't.
Okay, then 02 then. 02 then.
Yeah. So 22 years since the first ever King of the Ring, and it's going to be King and Queen of the Ring. As of recording this, both King and Queen of the Ring finals do not have the full card, or the full matches, if I will.
We only know the Raw side. We don't know the SmackDown toll.
Yes. So this will be interesting. Ethan, do you have the board pulled up, or do I need to pull that up so we can track this?
What, the predictions, or do you mean like the match card?
The predictions.
Yeah, I got it up. I'm just waiting for who wants to get fixed.
All right, let's go right into it. Way to start. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna switch it up a bit. Looking at the very reliable Wikipedia page we have here.
Sponsor us. I'm gonna yell this every time.
I'm gonna start with match number 3. We're not gonna go. This is how we're gonna do this one, Ethan, because we got the WWE match, which is definitely the main event. We have the men and women's King and Queen of the Ring matches. So we're going to start with the women's world title and the Intercontinental title matches.
Okay.
So we'll talk with the women's world title. Becky Lynch taking on Liv Morgan.
So Scott, who can be here on this show, he's picked Liv Morgan to win. Actually, I think this is actually one of the matches we all agree on, because I'm also going with Liv.
You know, I don't have to watch WWE too. I do when I can. It is a lot of content. But from Rhea Ripley beating Becky during Mania, and then her relinquishing it due to her injury from Liv, Becky winning this title, I don't think Becky in the long term is meant to be champion. And with what's been going on with the Dominic thing and with the Judgment Day, Liv Morgan having that title, we'll finally get custody of Dominic 2, the match we've all been wanting. 20 years.
Holy fuck. But I remember when Becky won the title in the Battle Royal, everybody's like, oh, Liv should have won it. By the way, Liv Morgan, 3-time runner-up for Battle Royal / Rumbles.
Oh, wow.
There. But it's funny, like, the way she gets eliminated, she gets pushed off the apron. I'm like, Liv, it's a battle royal. Like, get back in the ring. Stop standing on the apron, like But like her revenge tour, like technically, is it kind of over because didn't she put Rhea Ripley on the shelf? So I mean, in a way,
Kinda, yes, kinda in the way that she did put it on the shelf. I don't know. From just line, that's what makes sense. And for Becky, I mean, it's kind of like the John Moxley thing when he's in AEW. I mean, why do they give it to John? He doesn't need to be
break
champion,
glass.
but like, and I don't want to discredit his championship runs because they have been important, especially when he had it for the long period of time there. He always seems to be the fall guy, where it's like, okay, well, somebody needs to hold his title in the meantime. This was not the game plan, so John, it's your. Oh, like Orange Cassidy when Phoenix got injured. Kind of give back to Cassidy. So, all right, I think that was quick and painless. Second match of the night, triple threat match. Sami Zayn defending the Intercontinental title against Chad Gable and Bronson Reed. Scott, tell us your pick.
Scott went with Sami Zayn retaining.
Interesting. Scott, this is why I wish you were here because I always love. I can make sense of things, but I know he has a greater understanding and depth of these stories than I probably ever will if I even caught up. If I sat down and watched wrestling for the next year and a half, playing catch up of the last 30 years, I still wouldn't have the knowledge. So curious about that pick, though.
Well, I mean, there's Saudi Arabia, and it's Sami Zayn. He's gonna go. This one was actually hard for me to pick. I mean, Gable, or people like jokingly call him now Perk Gable. Whoever had that song on Raw, by the way, that was fucking funny. Well, he got the win on Monday, and then he slapped the shit out of Otis because they're doing a story saying where basically Alpha Academy are a bunch of losers, and Gable's like, "Fuck this, I'm gonna, basically, you're gonna help me."
Yep.
By the way, I hope the Creed brothers go heels soon and join them. Let's get Team Angle 2.0. Just change it to Team Gable 2.0. This I'm gonna go with Sami as well. I'm actually gonna pick him this time, even though I didn't pick him WrestleMania. I don't think Gable gets pinned though. I think Reed takes the pin, unfortunately. And I think Otis might finally snap. But I don't know if they want to do that in Saudi Arabia. But I can see Otis getting involved somehow, like costing him over. But I'm gonna go with Sami as well, retaining.
I'm going to go. My thoughts. I'm going to go with Bronson Reed.
Beef.
And I say this, and again, I'm going to talk about storyline. And again, maybe it's not time, but I know this feud between Sammy and Chad's kind of been like slowly working its way up. I would say that I forgot how maybe Chad I think cost Sammy the match. So Bronson's gonna get the pin. So you take the title out of the picture, and now you got Chad and Sammy feuding. Would it be better if it was with the title? Maybe. I don't know. But also, I thought we needed to not all pick the same guy. So Bronson, Mr. Meat there. Get me the dub. Meat.
Sorry.
Meat.
Honestly, every time we see meat, guys, that's what we're gonna do now. We're kind of it's like Doki in New Japan. Doki. Sorry. All right, so this is our first disagreement, I guess.
Yep.
Thank God. Do you want to talk about the finals for quick, or do you want to do the Cody Logan match and then go back to the finals?
Yeah, I think because we're going to be in agreement on this one, I think we'll just all say that Cody's going to win because we're in the era of Cody.
And Logan does not need the title right now. He's already got the US title, for fuck's sakes. I'm glad though. I remember when they first announced that they're going to do first champion, and people were like, "Well," or sorry, when Logan came out and announced, they're like, "So is it champion? Is it both titles? Is it one of them on the line?" But and I was like, "Well, fuck, I'm kind of confused." And then they did the contract sign. Logan's like, "Here's my contract. US title's not on the line." I'm like, you know what? That's actually he's a piece of shit. I actually like. I like
Logan is too good in the ring. You know,
He is. Yeah, I
give him
can't deny that. He
yeah.
is. But he was smart though. Nick Aldis. That's not the best figure. And Cody's like, I know you for years, Nick. Like, let me do this. You go away.
What interview? Who interviewed? I was reading. They were talking about Logan. Was it Rhea? Somebody said something about Logan where he's like the most respectful man to come out from outside the business into the business.
I think it was either Rhea or Cena. I heard a few, but you ever notice? Speaking of interviews, Logan's podcast. You ever
Yep.
notice when he interviews WWE wrestlers? You ever notice Katie Cat? And there it goes to he always gets a match or feud with them because like Roman had a match. He had a match with Randy. He technically had a match of this past May. Well, with Kevin Owens, but still counted. Rey Mysterio had a match when he won the title. Seth Rollins last year's Mania. Except for Triple H. Triple H different story because obviously his heart. And then Cena, we know that's probably going to happen in the future, but maybe. We don't know yet. But basically, every time Logan had an interview with a wrestler, like, he either had a feud or a match with, so. And now with Cody.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just inevitable. He brings somebody on, they're going to go right into a story. And it makes sense, it kind of brings it into the real world a little bit. And then you go, okay, well, we can work with this. They got good chemistry, talking to each other. You gonna leave me alone now? Been a baby all day. And I think this could be one of, and again, we're early into the reign. This could be one of the better matches from Cody's reign, and it's not going to be a bad one. But with how Logan is and how Cody are, we could see some magic.
Oh yeah, I can't deny Logan's talent. It's just like I'm not a big fan. I mean, everybody knows that, but it's whatever. But I can't deny his talent. He's really good, and I think they have a good match. But I'm glad they're not doing tough because honestly, Cody doesn't really need the U.S. title. I get you want to do the Grand Slam, like won every title in WWE,
Nope.
but he don't really. No, he doesn't need the U.S. title, honestly.
No, he does not. All right, you want to talk about the Queen of the Ring finals first?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so for Queen of the Ring, we have I messed this up when I tried to say it earlier by myself. Lyra Valkyria?
Lyria, if close enough, you're close enough.
Lyria Valkyria. All right, cool. Taking on SmackDown bracket winner.
To be determined. So that'd be the winner of the Nia Bianca match. So have you caught what Queen of the Ring and King of the Ring matches, Sam?
Have
you watch any of them? Like
I have not, no.
All right, I'll give you a quick Ethan. So first round, I say watch Io and Natalia. I actually gotta look at the brackets again. I forgot. So it's funny. The only match they didn't do the house show match was Meech and Tiffany, so I can't give that one a rating because obviously didn't see it. So Queen first round Io and Natalia. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the first round. Quarterfinals, I say Tiffany and Bianca was my match of the tournament. Io and Shayna was pretty good. I see Io's the MVP of this whole tournament. I'm just gonna be honest here, even though she got already semifinals.
It's ironic knowing who her husband is.
Shut up! I don't want to talk about that guy. He's already tortured. He's already getting a world title estimate. We'll talk about that with Rising Sun. Anyway, by the way, it's not a Rising Sun podcast. So, so Scott, he's going with the SmackDown representative. That's either gonna be Nia or Bianca, whoever wins that one. And I'm also gonna agree with them. I'm gonna go with the SmackDown representative.
All right.
You on your hand.
So I was trying to figure this out. And you said we're going to get a title match.
At SummerSlam, yeah. Scott posted that earlier. Finally, by the way. So it doesn't mean bullshit fucking crowns.
I don't see Nia winning. And if I'm not mistaken, there were rumors that Bianca's pregnant.
That's... Oh, God. No.
Are those not confirmed? Are we...
No.
All right. Well, that might... Yeah, I'm going to stick with it, though.
As of right now. They're not true.
All right. Well, we don't know. We might not know. Who knows? But my gut instinct says it's Valkyria. It's going to be her.
Bird lady.
Very new talent, but why not? Why not pull the trigger? You never know. Not everybody's going to have the slow build to have everything, and maybe Bianca wins it next year.
Maybe.
Love Bianca.
But by the way, Viafa cares missed opportunity to have her finisher called the Falcon Arrow.
Yeah, big missed opportunity there.
Missed opportunity. Come on, she's the bird lady right there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Angel's wings too, or she call them the Falcon wings or whatever, or bird wings, whatever. So I got bird jokes today. Let's move on.
All right. Do we want to talk about the obvious winner of this one?
Yeah, I'm going Gunther.
Who's not going with Gunther? Is Scott going with Gunther?
Yeah, he went with Gunther too. But I do say though, I would not be so the semifinal from SmackDown is Randy and Tonga. I think Orton advances and I would not be mad if Orton wins, but I think Gunther needs it a little bit more. Honestly.
I think after that big Intercontinental run, King Gunther, King Walter, putting that out in the universe right now.
He gets promoted from general to a king.
Right there, it writes itself. Randy
Right.
don't need the King of the Ring.
He does. I feel like the reason they would give it to him is like to set the match with Cody because the winner gets a shot at their brand's title at SummerSlam, obviously. But it's right there. It's right there. It's Gunther. He had banger with a Sheamus in the first round. By the first round, if you haven't seen it, that match and Ely and Ricochet and Orin Age are the ones I recommend from the first round.
I did watch
Quarterfinals.
it. Yeah.
Oh, you did watch them?
Yeah.
Quarterfinals, I say Orton and Carmel and Ely and Jay. Honestly, Gunther and Kofi actually wasn't too bad. I thought the time, which is a little long for me.
I know it's not ideal, and it's way too early. But could you imagine if Tama Tonga won this whole thing? I don't know where the frick you go with that.
I think Kevin Owens comes back and fucks him over.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Tango O's in WWE too. Did you see that?
I did. What was that? What show?
Backlash.
Backlash. I did watch Backlash.
And he fucked up already his first night. Well, to be fair, I will defend him a little bit. I mean, the crowd was pretty loud in France, so I'll give him a little bit of a pass because he probably didn't hear, right?
Yeah, yeah, it's exciting that they're in the WWE right now. Really weird though, because they were borderline. They were just masochists, especially Tama Tonga when he was a heel.
His theme song in WWE is actually a banger, a rare Death Rebel win. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I can't deny that. That's a banger. I'm not gonna lie.
No, they picked a good one. They picked a good one for him. So,
before, right quick. So it's funny. They posted the SmackDown graphics and they put Tama in the Randy Orton semifinal, and they were supposed to put Tonga Loa with Solo Sikoa against Street Profits. It was supposed to be for tomorrow, but I think it got pushed back till like the end of the month. They fucked up already. Put Tama Tonga's graphic there. I'm like, no, wrong brother. It's Tama Tonga is in the semifinal. I was like, wait, are they doing double? Is he doing double duty? And I clicked on the I don't know if you've seen previews, but like when you click on it, it's like, yeah, blah blah blah, like a little insert. They brought Tonga Low. I'm like, you fucking idiots, wrong person.
Oh man, that's great. Yeah. I expect this card to be good. It's always weird watching the ones in Saudi Arabia. It's cool that they have this deal for the Saudi, what is it called? Something 2030.
10 years, yeah.
But the crowd is never like in it.
Sometimes.
Yeah, it's not the same. I mean, like watching France, man.
Oh my god, can we go back there more often? Holy fuck.
It was like watching a World Cup game. Like I say this all the time. Scott says it all the time. I said it to a few other people. I go, they need to start. They need to take the WWE out of the US for a couple of years, because like the crowds here, and I kind of get it because I go to the shows and I'm like exhausted half the time. I'm usually in bed by 10 o'clock, so we're pushing 9:30. I'm like, I want to go to bed, but over in France, where else are they going? They were in
Saudi Arabia Saturday. They're going to Germany in August, at the end of August, for Bash of Berlin. SummerSlam's in Cleveland.
Weren't they just in the UK, or are they going back to the UK?
think they're going back. They're doing a house show by the way, in Japan in July. I'm like, fuck. Put a pay-per-view there. Fuck it.
I can't do that. It's G1. It's gonna be pushing G1 season.
Oh fuck. Oh yeah, G1. Sorry.
G1.
G1. Yeah, the only one right now they got to is I think just up to Berlin. They never say anything for the rest of the year yet. And well, fuck, they're going to Toronto for NXT and Money in the Bank.
Yeah. Yeah. See, so just take them out of the States, let them run wild in the world, and then hopefully they'll come back and the US crowds will be so much better. You know, that's my thoughts. Anyone else can leave a comment, tell me what they think about that.
Seems wrong. Boo.
So, with that in mind, Ethan, let's hop over to Sunday night.
Oh fuck, here we go.
There you go. It's like every time we do the AEW pay-per-views, it's like the old Pokemon reps.
Gotta catch them all.
All right, so let's look at this here, guys. Sunday, Double or Nothing. What is this? 6?
Yeah.
2019 6.
It's their 5-year anniversary.
That time stuff messes me up. You know, it's been 5 years, but it's also their 6th one. I get it, but I don't get it. It gives me a headache.
Yeah, I don't know.
So we're back at the MGM Garden Grand Arena. I'm curious to see where they're going to be next year.
Go to Atlantic City. Fuck, I'm getting tired of these people going to Las Vegas. Take a break from Vegas. There's more. Go to Atlantic City.
Any casino cities up in Canada?
Yeah, we got a few.
There we go. We'll send them over there.
Come over here, TK. Come on. Nova Scotia needs some fucking wrestling events. Come on.
Dude, you go to Nova Scotia, man. I'm telling Scott, we're up in making sure everyone's passport's good. We're heading up.
Yeah, come on. Well, we haven't had a wrestling show. We haven't had a TV pay-per-view show here since 03 of Raw.
Oh, wow.
We had house shows. Come on, guys. Bring it over here. Us Nova Scotians need them. Come on.
I know. Them being back in Canada a lot, you Canadians are just like so much more energetic.
I know. Yell that louder.
And this is coming from somebody born and raised in the States. Like, it's fun to go, but like, you're not going to get those crowds. We need to get that. You need to give them that anticipation back. But yeah, we have, as of right now, 10 matches going into Double or Nothing. Do we have any pre-show matches yet? Probably going to be announced this weekend before the show.
Yeah, they're going to announce it Sunday at 7:59, 59.
TK, what are you doing? We don't need pre-show matches. Let's
leave it at 10. Leave it at 10. Don't add any more bullshit. Leave it at 10.
You know what? I will say that it actually still blows my mind that in the year 2024, WWE is doing 5 matches a pay-per-view and AEW is doing 15 a pay-per-view.
Yeah, like they go between 5 and 7 at the most with Triple H. You know what? The other guy, it would have been like 30. It's good shit, pal. With TK, it's like 15, 20. I'm like, bro, I get it. You don't do pay-per-views every single month, but you don't need 15 matches.
No, you don't. I mean, you really... I've never disliked the AEW product. I'm going to clarify that right now. There are definitely episodes they're weak. Yeah. But I think it's gotten better. I think the TV time has gotten better. And hopefully, maybe we get luck out. Maybe we stick with 10, which is still, for me, kind of pushing it. But let's get right into it. Starting from the top. Roderick Strong taking on Will Ospreay for the International Championship.
So, records, this is their first time at Double. Well, Roderick Strong debuted last year, but he didn't have a match because he was with Adam Cole in that boring-ass match with Jericho. Yeah, this is both of their in-ring Double or Nothing debuts. This could be easy. I'm going with Ospreay to win. It's going to be a banger, by the way. And Scott's going to also Will Ospreay as well.
I'm going to go Will Ospreay. He's too hot. He's way too hot. Roderick Strong is great. I think we need to get him in the TNT title picture. Make sure he doesn't stay. I like him, what he's doing. But Will Ospreay, I mean, you sign him on, you can't drop the ball with him, and especially right now.
He's undefeated right now. And do you really want him losing in like a middle of a show title match?
Now, with recent developments, with everything going on in the conversation we had, he could lose because of Don Callis.
Wardlow,
Don Callis. Maybe they all join up together and kick Will out.
He's pretty much.
Bye, babe. Love you too.
Bye, Ashley.
I'm not cutting this out, by the
way. Jeremy, let's go.
You guys are getting this raw episode.
Yeah, we're live, pal. We're not cutting this shit out.
No, we're not. So
don't,
you guys
don't cut that.
That's we are real people behind these cameras. So
do you see Ozzy Osbourne? Aussie Open, I mean, come back.
Oh, are they coming back finally?
No, I'm asking. I hope so. I fucking hope so. Mark David, Aussie. Oi.
Is he cleared to wrestle again?
I don't know. I haven't heard anything in a long fucking time about him. I hope so though. I hope he comes back soon because I miss Aussie Open.
Same. Same. They were such great, especially with Will now in AEW. Let's see. Do I have anything on him? I don't know. We'll have to look at this outside of the show, but Will Ospreay, clean sweep there. This will be fun. Timeless Toni Storm taking on Serena Deeb for the women's world title.
So both of these ladies are 1-0.
At Double or Nothing?
Yes. I'm going with Toni Storm.
I'm going to go with Toni, and I'm assuming Scott did the same.
Yes.
And I think the logic, we don't have to go into depth on this one. I think we all know. I think at this point, we've been talking about Mariah May at some point turning on Toni and taking the belt from her. And I think that'd be a solid way to go.
Where do you think she takes the title from her at?
How long has Toni been champion?
Oh, shit.
Stat you don't have on you. What you gonna do?
What you gonna do, brother? Shit,
Toni
what is it?
Champion for 187 days.
Fuck off, really?
Since Full Gear.
Oh, I knew it was late last year, remember, but I think you know what? If Mariah May does turn on her, I think she takes it away from it all in her home country.
That's the way. I feel like All In is going to be a big deal this year. We might see.
That's supposed to be like the WrestleMania. Oh, by the way, speaking of All In Out, they're not doing All Out a week after this year. They're going after Labor Day.
I did see that. It's good because they were both great shows last year, but doing them back-to-back weekends, difficult. Following that, this one's a little difficult. We got Adam Copeland taking on Malachi Black in a barbed wire steel cage match for the TNT title.
Copeland is debuting, so no record. Malachi Black is 2-0.
Interesting. His
last 2 wins were literally both trios actions.
So, what did Scott put?
Adam Copeland.
I want to say
this is one of the matches I have the hardest time picking. This is one of a few.
How long? And we're doing this together. I love how our show, I want to clarify this. Most people want to get, sometimes we do storylines, and then a lot of other times we're just like, well, how long have they had this for? In our heads, we're just like, what makes most sense? Is it time for them to drop it yet? I don't know. Something's telling me Adam Copeland's going to have the belt for a little bit. I don't think long. He's had it for 64 days since March. He won from Christian.
Yeah, because he spiked Christian the dick with Spiky to win the TNT title.
We're in the I Quit match, which is...
that That was the jersey. That was the hockey fight in the fucking penalty box.
It was. It
As a
was.
Canadian, I love that. Even though, you know what's funny about that? Hockey talk for a sec. So he had the Toronto Maple Leafs jersey on. Christian
Mhm.
Cage had the Boston Bruins jersey on. You know what the ironic part was? Christian Cage is when he had the Boston Bruins jersey on, they got out of the first round. Maple Leafs. You see where I'm going with this?
Yep. Yep.
I didn't even think about that till I started talking. I was like, "Oh, wait a minute! The one Al Cole beat the show, Christian, and yet Christian had the Boston jersey on, and they won now in the first round." But
Yep.
poor Boston got eliminated in the quarterfinals.
Yep. Story for another day. But I'm gonna lead Adam Copeland. There's something about him where I feel like not that Malachi Black doesn't need the title. I want to know where he is. I think I love the House of Black. I love what they do. I love the aura they bring. I don't feel like the TNT title. I feel like he's more of a mid carder, not like a lower. Like TNT for me is like maybe like a lower mid card title. I feel like he could be going after the international title right now.
Malachi, right?
Malachi, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
Copeland, I mean, Adam Copeland, Edge, whatever you want to refer to him as. I mean, he has the title, and I feel like he's going to drop it down. He's going to drop down to one of the younger guys. Not that Malachi isn't younger, but somebody a little younger than that.
I got a name for you, Jack Perry.
Ooh, spicy take. Forbidden Door. Oh.
Hey, now the Elite's got all time. They got the tag titles and the Continental title. Jack Perry's the only one missing with a title.
Do you think we can talk about? Ooh.
And plus, Adam Copeland did beat 2 of the 3 House of Black, so I think he might do the clean sweep. I'm going with Cope. And by the way, we have to end a recording for me and you, by the way, change our picks. We still got this one change a month still in effect.
What do we have a new effect?
The one change of your picks for the month.
Oh, we do. We do. I forget about that because, I try to lock myself in. I try not to overthink it because my luck isn't going to change it, and I was going to be right the whole time.
Yeah, we got burned in the ass too many times, a few times with that.
So,
but this one, I'm going with Copeland, and so is Scott.
Good call. Good call.
Oh, clean sweep. I think that's our third, fourth. Yeah.
Up next, my good friend, we have John Moxley taking on Konosuke Takeshita for the IWGP. Well, no, it's a eliminator match for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship match. If he wins, Takeshita wins, he gets a title shot.
Takeshita is debuting, so no record. Moxley is 2-2.
I'm tough on this one. I mean, I think Moxley.
Another tough one for me. You're going with Moxley?
I want to go with Moxley, but again, he's part of the Callis family, Takeshita, and a title match. Like, imagine this. Imagine this is his, Takeshita wins here. The stipulation would be like, I mean, maybe it's at Forbidden Door, probably at Forbidden Door, makes the most sense. But if it's like, no, Japan, and he gets his a New Japan debut.
Ooh, well, he debuted all together. Oh, that's the United. Forget what I just said there. So who are you going with, Takeshita or Moxley?
Let me see something.
Did I give you Scott's first?
Yeah,
Moxley.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Moxley. I was just thinking the next time he'd be able to do a title shot would be on the 9th at Dominion. But there's already a evil in Moxley.
Fuck. It's not main event, by the way. It's not main event. I'm happy about that.
That's interesting. I think we kind of mentioned that, but we can talk about that off air. So we all picking Moxley on this one? Is that what I'm understanding?
Nope, I'm going with Takeshita.
All right.
Here's why though. So if anyone watched Dynamite last night, Takeshita beat Saito in like a minute, and then Moxley came out basically like sucker microphone punch. I don't know. Basically hit him in the head with a microphone, and then, but like, if I feel like he kind of made Takeshita look like a punk.
Yep.
Not WWE punk. Sorry, I got thrown in there. I don't know. I feel like if Takeshita loses this one, I feel like he just looks like a geek Honestly, I think he needs is a little more than Moxley. And now watch, I'll probably say Moxley, like, yeah, I'm winning. That don't work for me, brother. Um, no, but I think Moxley will put over to get. And well, plus, it's for the title. I obviously would have said Moxley because obviously he's not gonna lose the title. But I'm gonna go with Takeshita here. I think he needs to win a little more.
Yeah, I feel like this would be one where, because there's no real opening, because Forbidden Door is all about the crossovers between New Japan and AEW.
And
So
there's 2 more promotions there.
we getting Stardom this year?
And CMLL.
Oh, yeah. So you got the Forbidden Door, you got all of that together. So yeah, if he wins this, I think this is gonna be a TV title match. Sorry, a
I think
title. You know what I meant.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I'm gonna go with the catch. I could see is actually being on the Dynamite. Actually, if they want to get their ratings, because let's be honest, the ratings been kind of lately.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it is final season with the NBA and the NHL. I know that kind of cuts into it, and everyone's like, "Well, that's just an excuse." Well, lick my nuts. Um, but yeah, just telling. In the words of somebody else who's not on the show, tell me when I'm telling lies.
Oh, cry me a fucking river.
So
That was epic. All right, let's move on.
let's move on to. I think this is the only match with no special stipulation or title involved.
Nope.
Trent Beretta and Orange Cassidy.
Orange Cassidy 1-3, Beretta 2-1.
What is their record in recent time? Because didn't they just wrestle each other?
Cassidy won the first match, and then Beretta pile driver him, and then he fucking no sold down the steps.
I'm thinking due to the conversation, I feel like I feel like we're gonna be getting some massive heel feuds, factions.
Oh yeah.
So I think going off of the conversation we had, I don't know if you said it or Scott said it, and I want to credit both one of you guys, where Don Callis might be.
Scott.
Yeah, Scott said it. Scouting Trent, so he's pulling Orange. I mean, if Orange Cassidy becomes a heel, that would be something. I would not be against that. I'd be curious to see where that went. But Trent's a heel, and like I said, after this week's match, where it was like Don's on this side and Trent's on the other side, I'm gonna say Trent wins this one.
Now they're all agreement. We all said Trent on this one.
All right, as
Cool.
we were.
Yeah. I feel like they're gonna wrestling 50-50 shit. I win, you win. All right, third match. I feel like the third match needs a stipulation though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Third match. I don't know. Forbidden Door. We could talk this. I don't know. It's interesting we're at this point, especially with Chucky T now out, Chuck Taylor out, potentially career ending from what I read.
Yeah, as Galbert said it, it was something in his ankle. I think the bones, some of his bone in his ankle, and I forget what he fully said. The actual medical term. Someone can comment and tell us what it was.
Yeah.
Some of his ankle and his bone. That's what I heard / saw. So
yeah, I think that's how that's gonna go. It's really sad because they were one of these guys, Trent and Chuck, been AEW lifers. I would say we'll use the term lifer. They've been there since day one. So
they never had a tag title run like them and Prime. What? Why? You couldn't give him a week. I would have been happy with a week, even though I don't like that short reign. But still, at least could have said I held tag titles.
Yeah, I don't know. They have a lot of good. Again, I think this is the Tony booking by himself kind of thing, where some of these matches are nice and it's great. That's the other thing too. There's a lot of talent in here where you want them to hold a title at one point, but you gotta, I guess, cut your losses and be like, not everyone's gonna be able to hold these titles.
No, I know, but
But yeah, I get what you're saying. Even a week would have been sufficient for these guys. All right. Let's hop over to the learning tree.
Fuck.
Chris Jericho taking on Hook and Katsuyori Shibata. Wow. Let me tell you, I think my sugar dropped a little bit before we recorded. And
Oh, go ahead, Sam. Sorry.
a three-way match for the rules title. For the world title, not for the rules, for the world rules.
Or he writes a censor. Shibata is debuting, so no record. Hook is 2-0. Jericho is 3-2.
I'm gonna cut in here. I'm gonna say Jericho on this one.
I agree. I got to rant for a second. Like, so they did this triple threat match last night on Dynamite. By the way, Tony Khan, take a break from these multi-man matches, please. And the Brian Keefe, by the way, very fucking talented. If anybody hasn't seen him, he's really good in the ring. He tapped out the bow, and then the fans like so TK took the NXT spot. I don't know if you've seen the spot. So on Tuesday they did a triple threat match around first shot the North American title, and Wesley and Joe Coffey pinned Josh Briggs. So they did the both winners. Yay. And now they're like, can I copy homework? Yeah, sure. Just change your name or change something stuff. Literally, he took that and they did the submission win. And then the fans and Vegas were like, fight. Let them fight. And then Jericho jumped the gun. He's like, oh, defending against you three. And Shivani's like, yeah, I got a text from TK saying this match is triple threat now. I'm like, Jericho, you jumped the gun, bro. Like, I mean, he just held the title. I mean, honestly, I'm actually kind of liking this delusional learning tree stuff actually a little bit. It's actually pretty good. I like how Jericho fans were like pre-retired, and he's like, if I do, I'm gonna go to every Hall of Fame in the world. I'm like, you know what? That was a good line. I'll give him props on that. Was a good line. I think he retains, honestly. I think Big Bill helps him.
Yeah, I think this is something because I think I might have missed this episode. I don't know if I was traveling or I was busy. But I definitely missed this where Jericho made this kind of twist into now. I'm assuming he's a heel, but he's doing this weird, like almost like an early Kurt Angle kind of heel, where you're like, dude, you're annoying.
But
like,
yeah, he's coming on the babyface tunnel.
Yeah.
And the fans saying that. Honestly, I do like I'm not gonna lie, I do like the learning tree gimmick a little bit. I honestly, I get you want to do Big Bill trying to like be his like heater, but I don't know. But we all by Scott said Jericho as well, so another clean sweep.
Yeah. How we looking on what are we looking at? There were a couple of differences on this one, right?
So far we disagreed on the Takeshita and Moxley match for the Double or Nothing predictions. So far.
All right. Just double checking. Keep in mind, guys, whoever clean sweeps gets 2 points. Clean sweeps. And so far, if we've already been different, I don't have any extra points that I can throw at if we've already split, so we don't need them.
Right now it's me and Scott basically at 2-0 for Backlash.
So next up, we have for the trios Unified AW World Trios Championship.
Wait, it's non-title right now. Right now, it's non-title. Wikipedia fucked up.
It says trios match. That's all it says.
Oh, that's
trios trios for Unified. Oh, so let me guess. That's a Collision or a Rampage thing?
So on Collision, they're doing Lucha Bros and the Guns because on the promo they said I think they pretty much had to if you beat us, it's Calvert Stevens like it's a non-title, but it could change right now. I'm like, just make it a title match. Why are we doing this? Oh, we need story, guys. We need stories.
Yeah.
By the way, before I forget, ironically, the champs, all three of them are 0-1. Pac is 0-2. I'm sorry, the Guns and JR are 0-1. Sorry, I said 0-3. I meant 0-1. Pac is 0-2. Pentagon Jr. is 0-4. And Ray Phoenix is 0-3.
We've all lost at Double or Nothing?
Yep. So Jay White lost in the Battle Royal last year, the International Title Battle Royal. Speaking of Battle Royals. The Guns lost in the pre-show last year. That whole bullshit contract. Remember that whole contract with Ethan Page and Matt Hardy and stuff?
Yep.
Right. And then Pentagon lost every Double or Nothing so far. It says he missed one, but pretty much all the ones he's been he lost. But a couple of them are Battle Royals. Yeah.
So this might be a hot take. because I did see some comments, but then again, the comments I read sometimes, I'm just like, you guys are just, a bunch of children who are, what's the
Go,
word?
go touch grass.
Yeah, what's the term I'm looking for here? When tribalist, you're tribalists and you trash. If you got a tribalist mentality, especially in the IWC, you trash. We're starting our own tribe. It's the Bedlam tribe. We like wrestling, and we're here to talk about it. And if you don't want it and you want to shit on it, you trash. I'm gonna piss off a lot of people in this one. That's fine.
Good. Let them out, brother. Let your bossing out.
When we were watching Dynamite, all right? And I hadn't watched in a while. And I know everyone, Jay White needs to be further up on the card, and I agree. But let me tell you, him coming out with the guns, with this opening, with the
I
camera
do like it.
swirl, it's growing on me. I'm just like, it's
They have a wagon.
yeah. Like, imagine they have these titles until All In. Imagine what, oh man, something about it that I can.
It was funny. So they came in the ring and scallop. They have all 9 titles. Like they have all 3. They have the Ring of Honor 6-man titles, the original design of the trios, and then the Acclaim's design of the trios titles. Excalibur's like, oh shit, what did he say last night? Oh yeah, they don't need to carry all 9 of those titles. I'm like, yeah, no shit, Excalibur. Like, thank you, Captain Obvious. It was pretty fun. And by the way, that promo with White last night, I gotta be honest with you, I did not like that at all. He kept half the promo was him trying to pronounce pot. I'm like, dude, just move on. And then somebody's in the crowd's like, "Who wrote this shit?"
I heard that. I did hear that.
I laughed when I heard that. I will admit that promo that was one of the worst things Jay White's done in AEW so far. Hot take.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always interesting. We've had this conversation before. It's always interesting how, they're practically flawless when they're over in Japan.
Mhm.
And then when they come to the States, it's I don't know what the transition is. Where there seems to be a few more, some flaws seem to poke out.
America. That's why.
America. But anyways.
Scott with Death Triangle to win.
Oh. I don't know. I'm feeling like the Bang Bang Gang, man.
That's who I went with.
There's something, and not that I don't want Death Triangle to have trios titles, even though I think one of them is going to get injured because one of them is always injured.
Phoenix
or Pac. I mean, every time Pac comes back, it's just like another injury
or visa issues. He did have a couple of visa issues before.
He did, which sucks because he's another one day one, and he's been great. And every time I'm like, we're getting some momentum here.
Well, plus Death Triangle were already the trio champions anyway, so.
Yeah.
I'm going with Bang Bang Gang or Bullet Club Gold, whatever the fuck you want to call them.
No, we'll call them Bang Bang Gang. I like the name. Bang Bang Gang. All right. Let's go over to Jade Cargill's title, the TBS Championship, because she had the belt for like eons. Willow Nightingale defending the TBS title against Mercedes Moné.
Both of these are debuting as well, so another 0-0 record. I think this is going to be a clean. So, I'll take this one first. When I first saw this match was going to be announced, I'm like, yeah, Mercedes winning. And then Will Knight, I'm going to be honest with you, this might be a hot take, so any of those Moné hardcore fans, go fuck yourself. Honestly, Will Nightingale's been winning the promo battles. Like, I like Mercedes, don't get me wrong, she is good, really good in the ring. Like, I do like her. But oh my god, 2 months of promos? A month of promos? Like, Jesus Christ. Like,
especially for the second title. Like, we haven't, like, this is the thing. Again, I like Mercedes as well. But this is one of the ones where I think you and I have had this conversation. I don't like her entrance.
CEO, shut the fuck up. My God.
It's not catchy. It's actually, it's one of the few that irritates me for some reason.
Gunther Cody wants his theme song back.
Yeah. Willow has always been a person, even when she was just coming up, I've always been a Willow fan. And she's just, because we're going to go back to the women's title here. Mariah May's going to beat her for that title. She's getting that from Tony.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how far down the line that's going to happen. But Willow needs to hold this title for a bit. Because I want Willow to be the one to take the title off of Mariah May.
Ooh. That was awesome. But like that contrast, like I mean, Mercedes had some good promos, but remember when she got tagged and then she started moaning out of the blue?
Mm-hmm.
By the way, I'm not kidding. Everybody made fun of her for that for the past like the couple days after that happened. So I'm not trying to be funny. That legit happened. But like half her promos were saying, "CEO, I'm here, guys. I'm your CEO. Like, what are you CEO of?" Like, I'm not trying to be negative, but it's just like, bro, can you like do a different promo besides like you ruined a year of my time and then the same like I get the story, like trust me, I get it. Technically, Will didn't really break her leg, whatever. It's wrestling, it's not ballet, whatever.
I
Yeah.
wonder if this is so. A lot of people who were under Vince, who left during Vince's reign, there's a lot of them who were able to adapt outside. Actually, a lot of them adapted outside was because they were from the outside. Moxley, Adam Cole. I mean, Adam Cole's always been great.
Keith Lee.
Keith Lee, everybody. You know, despite whether how their run was handled or not. Miro. Is Sasha born and bred WWE?
Yeah. Well, she trained in Boston. I think she did maybe a little bit of indie run, but she's all in WWE.
Yeah, it wasn't like, Moxley who was in CZW and he was, he was over here and there. That's kind of what I was getting at. So I'm wondering if it's the old WWE stink that's kind of.
Her promos are I'm sorry, her promos are garbage. Okay, I should say garbage. That's poor choice, but no, I feel like she's repeating herself. I'm like, can you like? I get you break ceilings like the Bailey match, and then like other stuff, and I did like what Will was like. Oh, she had a good line during that contract. It was like right before Mercedes slapped her. Shit, what was it? I forgot. Anyway, that contract was really good, but I hate this. Why is Will dropping this title to her? Fuck. I'm going with Mercedes. Honestly, we all know what's gonna happen. But I hope I kind of lose this point in a way.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Mercedes as well. I don't know what you're going to do with this. I want Willow to keep it. But or maybe they have a rematch and then Willow gets the belt back.
I hope so. But I'm not going to fully judge Mercedes until she wrestles. So, because I know there's a lot of people are like trashing her and stuff. But like, I want to see her wrestle first before I fully give my full score. But yeah, Scott's with Mercedes as well. So I think we're all in agreement. Someone said they should bring Camille as their bodyguard.
Ooh.
She is signed to AEW.
When she signed? Or is she like Ring of Honor?
No, she signed a few months ago, apparently. According to PW Insider. And Fightful.
What if she comes out at Double or Nothing? Ooh, now you got me wondering, Ethan.
Can you see Chris Statlander fucking her over too?
Oh man.
There's so much good shit, I know. I mean Camille, she don't piss her off. That's all I'm gonna say, because she might rip you in half.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah, I got you thinking, don't I?
Well, it's interesting because they've been signing a lot of people outside of, they signed all the New Japan people, and they're starting to sign the women from Stardom, or a couple of them from Stardom. A lot of them are coming back. I don't know. We haven't seen any like debuts, and I know they've been kind of cleaning house a little bit. So curious to see. All right, do you want to go over the title match, or do you want to go over Anarchy in the arena?
Fuck. Title match. We'll save Anarchy for. Let's be honest. I think that's Maven. I think that's close out the show. Anarchy in the arena. What do you think? Or do you think it's the world? I think it's either gonna be a TBS title match, or the Anarchy in the Arena. But I'm leaning more towards the Anarchy in the Arena match, main event.
It's probably Anarchy in the Arena if we're going to stick with the theme.
Second year in a row, yeah.
If we're going to stick with the theme, especially with the Bucks playing this where the EVPs, it makes sense what they're doing. The title match can go on second to last, but this is the most important match to happen. So yeah, world title match, Swerve Strickland taking on Christian Cage. Swerve's gonna beat him. I know we have this thing with Swerve right now where I feel like he's being overshadowed by whatever the Bucks are doing. However, with this conversation and the little far-fetched, I don't know why it's like I can see it happening, but I don't see it happening. So remember the whole bit where the Bucks walked up to Swerve on Dynamite? What if Swerve's winning this title, but what if at Anarchy in the Arena, Swerve comes out and attacks Darby and joins the Elite?
Wait, fuck, that's epic. I kind of want to see that now.
But wait, Swerve Strickland. Do you think Christian's walking away with his title?
No. Love Christian Cage. Look, I'm portraying a Canadian. Look, I'm like Scott. I always believe the world title should main event, with the exception of few like the Rumbles and stuff.
Same.
But in this case, this should not main event, like close. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention this is triple main event, Sam.
Oh, those three matches are the triple main event?
The TBS title, world title, Anarchy in the Arena. But I think Anarchy in the Arena is closing out the show, honestly.
Yeah. I think it also works out logistically, too, because it allows them to destroy the ring and whatnot.
Yeah.
And not have to worry about setting it back up.
Just like the bloodbath last on Diamond where Valkyrie, and then they took him like 10 minutes to clean. I'm like, holy shit, that was quick.
Yeah.
But Scott also says Swerve, by the way, so another clean sweep.
All right. Well, let's go.
I forgot to mention the records. Right? Swerve is 0-2, Christian Cage 0-1.
There's a lot of these guys who came up, signed big momentum, and then they lost. Wild. Anarchy in the Arena, the Elite, Kazuchika Okada, Jack Perry, and the Young Bucks taking on Team AEW, Bryan Danielson, Darby Allin, and FTR.
So Okada's debuting, so no record.
Mm-hmm.
I've been saying that a lot, I know, but there's been a lot of debuting this year. Jack Perry's 2-3. Young Bucks are 3-2. Bryan Danielson's 1 apiece, 1-1. Ironically, they've both been Anarchy in the Arena / Damage Stampede. Darby Allin's 1-3. And FTR are both 1-0.
They've been with the company that long and have only been on one Double or Nothing?
FTR, yep. Oh, yeah. Last year's with Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal. Remember that? Team TNA.
They weren't on the other one. Oh, wow.
I hit to check 3 times, make sure I wasn't messing up. I'm like, holy fuck. Once.
I think, so I don't know if you're getting this feeling, and I'm not comparing it. I want to make sure I'm not comparing it. I'm starting to slowly get NWO vibes. Like, not the same anti-hero attitude, but the same we run this place kind of attitude. So I'm going to go with, I see, especially with them just getting Jack, to really cement in that they're the EVPs. I think the Elite walk away from this one.
Ooh. You know what? I'm agreeing with you. I had the Elite too. This one I had a hard time, but I mean, you want to make the Elite like, I mean, they took out TK, they took out Kenny Omega. They storyline, they took out Eddie Kingston, but in reality, he fucked his leg up at Resurgence. Fuck. You know what's funny? You know how when Matt Nix like calls by our government name's Nicholas Jackson? I don't know why. When Jack Perry came back, I was waiting for him to be like, call me by my real name, Jackson Perry. And then if they team, I think it'd be the Jackson 3. Missed opportunity. I kid. But And plus, this Okada's first Double or Nothing. I'm gonna be honest, it's a little weird he's in this match. To be honest with you, not a bad thing. It's just weird he's entered in the arena. And I'm a little surprised they're doing this match early. I thought they do like elimination match and it build up to like blood and guts or whatever. But yeah, they're doing that. So I'm gonna go with the Elite as well. And then Scott he actually went against us. He went with Team AEW.
Interesting. I don't know. I feel like what the Bucks are doing, they're doing for long term. How long have they been doing this gimmick now?
Couple months.
Yeah, so they haven't. It's been post Full Gear.
Yeah.
You're right.
I think it fully came around. I think like end of December, early January, around there.
Let's see. I'm kind of curious because I don't want this to be a year thing, one and done kind of deal. Where are you, boys? I'm looking up.
You're like, to be determined. But yeah, Scott went with teammate. I'm like, ooh, there you go, Scott. Okay, so we got a little difference.
January.
Okay, that's what I thought.
It was after they lost that Full Gear.
That's right. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
And then they lost the match at Revolution with Sting and Darby.
Surprisingly. And then they won the tag titles at Dynasty in that ladder match.
Yep. And now, okay. I think this gimmick, especially, I mean, again, they're not young anymore, you know? They're pushing, you know, they are young, but they're not young. They're in their late 30s. So, I don't know how good their bodies are. I mean, to be honest, I don't think they get as injured as most other talent.
Nope.
They're actually pretty resilient in the injury category. So, I think this gimmick might be for the long haul. Especially if we're going to wait for Kenny to come back.
I hope he comes back soon. I mean, I get with surgery and stuff. He said he did tease that match with Okada for All In. So, sign me the fuck up again.
Yeah, I don't care. I want that match.
I get those one like I rarely ever go back and watch matches, but sometimes if I do, that series is ones I go back.
There are things I go back. I mean, that series is incredible to go back and watch. The other thing I like to go back and watch is the thing that I like to call it the catalyst because yes, Omega Okada was a big deal in regards to growing New Japan and the Bullet Club and the Elite. And I always go back to that promo where Kenny said he took everyone out and then the screen goes black and then Jericho shows up in New Japan. I get pins and needles every single time.
That was awesome.
Where Don Callis like, that can't happen, can it? And then Kenny accepts. I remember watching, I'm getting it now. I'm like I just remember that, like, we hadn't seen something like that in a while. And Jericho's not like, oh yeah, I was just kind of like in the mid card. No, that's one of WWE's big guys. So, well, I don't know if we've decided. Do we want to, if we get pre-show matches, do we want to count them? I think going into 24, I think if they decide to add pre-show matches, we just don't count them.
No, I think like if they had them like in advance, like I don't know, like before tonight, before recording or something. But like, well, remember last time we did the pick show for I think it was Dynasty or whatever, and then they fucking had like two pre-show matches. We cut off one because it was like deadline.
Yeah, I think what we'll do, and we're talking logistics while we're on here, but yeah, if any other matches get added that aren't pre-show, we will give picks. If they are pre-show, they won't be added. Guys, won't be counting them. It's the beginning. We don't even have a champion right now, and we haven't even figured out how we're going to decide that. Maybe, I got an idea. We're going to talk about it offline, Ethan. Guys, this weekend's going to be a lot of fun. Don't forget, next weekend, we're going to have the follow-up. We're going to discuss everything. Hopefully Scott's with us. If not, oh well. And keep an ear out, guys. Ethan and I have some treats for you. Little treats, like maybe some Rising Sun, and maybe we'll bring some regular ATR to you Guys, if you don't already do so, please make sure you follow us on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, at Above the Ring in Bedlam Media. You can find me as the SOB Official, Scott as Scotty J Stream, and Ethan as Wrestling_fan_9.
Yeah.
Instagram and YouTube. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, leave a review. Tell people why Above the Ring and Bedlam Media is the podcast of your choosing and why they should listen to us as well. Guys, thank you so much for listening. It is Double or Nothing weekend. We're starting year 4, and we're excited. As always, folks, do not forget to join the Bedlam.